Live for another episode of Minuto Xtra. I'm your host, Lovo, and to my right, we have Coach Daniel. Welcome, Coach. We're back.
How are you guys?
Another episode today. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the semifinals of la Super Copa De Espana. Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona, and of course, Real Madrid versus Valencia. We have a lot of things to talk about these games. But first is our opinion of these two past games. Coach, I feel like both these games were actually really good. I thought the Atletico Madrid and Barcelona was more entertaining.
Well, I think, definitely the Barcelona game and the Atletico Madrid game, as a game itself, it was definitely more entertaining, the Madrid-Valencia, because, again, Madrid-Valencia game, Madrid dominated the whole game, basically. Valencia had, like, 2 shots on net. It should have been, like, 3-4-5-0 instead of 3-1.
Yeah.
But, still, Madrid's in the final.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Real Madrid and Valencia game. We're going to talk about everything that's happened in that game, the goals, some of the calls that ref made, and everything. But the result of that game was 3-0, Coach. Isco, Modric, and I don't remember who opened the first game with this.
It was Toni Kroos.
Toni Kroos,
corner kick.
Apologies, everyone. I'm like a little under the weather, but the show must be going on. But that Olympico goal from Kroos, I don't know how I could forget about that first goal. That goal was freaking amazing. I kept saying this to everyone that Kroos is one of the best midfielders, German midfielder in the world at the moment. World Cup, treble with Bayern, but 3 UCLs in a row with Madrid. He's one of the best midfielders at the moment. And that goal, I'm going to post it for you guys right here. The goal that Kroos made was absolutely stunning from the corner kick line, just how the ball just bended it. And I thought it was all by itself, but no, it was some of the goalkeepers little punch in the hole, but that was his fault. But that was a phenomenal goal, and I believe it was Isco that made the second one. And we've been talking about Isco, how his form is declining, and how we talked about last episode about Isco going to Chelsea. But this episode proved what Isco is, what he can achieve when he's on form. But what are your thoughts about that, Coach?
Well, so let's go over the highlights for the game for you guys. So as we can see on the 7th minute of the game, Varane gets a cross, and he headed the ball into the net, and it was a great save by the Valencia goalkeeper. Again, we can see the cross by Casemiro, and a great header by Valencia. And then here, like Lovo was saying, Toni Kroos, he didn't wait for anyone. The goalkeeper was talking to the defender. He saw that the goalkeeper was out of his line. He's like, let me take the shot, why not? Right in the net. Amazing corner kick by Toni Kroos. I think he's having his best season at Madrid since he joined.
Yeah, I feel like it's another it's his revival with Solari, and I can't say the first coach that took over Zidane, Lopetegui. Yeah, I felt like.
And then we see the Isco goal right now, the one you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he should stay. Isco should stay, but he has to keep his form consistent. But again, they assist from Valverde. Everyone, if you guys are sleeping on Valverde, you guys have to wake up. This man is a complete player of a midfielder.
He really is. He can play anywhere. He can play center mid, center attacking mid, in the wings, anywhere you want. And then the amazing play by Modric to Valverde. Valverde tried to hit a one touch, but right off the side of the goal. Valverde definitely deserved that goal, to his name. And then again, we see Isco making one of his amazing plays. Plays the ball to Jovic. Jovic opened up the play for Luka Modric. Luka Modric looks at the goal. He's like, let me take it. Why not? Shoots it and scores.
Yeah.
Great 3-foot goal to the side of the net. A great assist by Isco. Isco started the play. Gave it to Jovic. Jovic to Modric. And Modric finished it with a goal.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal last touch of it. But let's talk about the formation, because we were having a difficult time with me and Coach were discussing about the formation. You said it was a 4-5-1?
Yeah, so people call it the Christmas tree because it has the shape of a Christmas tree. 4-5-1, since Zidane knows that he couldn't have Benzema and Gareth Bale and Hazard, so the three main strikers, attacking players. So he decided to go with more midfielders to control the tempo of the game, control the midfield, beat Valencia in the middle of the field basically, and it worked perfectly for him because again Madrid wasn't too, how's the word? I mean, they were moving the ball around well, but they weren't penetrating too much.
Now,
so that's something that Zidane needs to look at also.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about this formation? Because when I first saw this, I thought it was a 4-2-3-1. But can you tell everyone more about how this Christmas tree works?
Yeah. So basically, first of all, it's as a formation, it's not a set formation because the players are always moving. The only player who basically stood in his position was Casemiro, right in the center of the field. But everyone else can move him from left to right to left, middle to the side. For example, look at Modric and Valverde. They kept changing scenarios every time. Sometimes Modric will come down as an 8, and Federico Valverde will open up as 11 on the wing, and vice versa. Same with Isco and Toni Kroos. So it was constant movement of the ball that it caused the Valencia players to not know what to do. So it was one of the few games this season that you see the possession of Madrid that they had like 65 to like 33. So again, like
now, I'm asking this because you're the main coach and I'm just an assistant. Would you like implement this more into your squad members?
I mean, to the Madrid, I feel like the only reason why Zidane did this again.
I mean, not for just Madrid, just for your own players.
I think it depends on the players that you have. I like it because it gives you more midfielders on the field, right? More players in the middle to control the game, to do the pass. But when you have more midfielders, then you may lose the attacking sense of the game. Okay. You may not penetrate as much and just move the ball side to side for just to keep it. But if you're able, like Liverpool, sometimes they play with 5 midfielders. I think there was one game they did that, but they also were able to penetrate the other team. If you can do both, then the formation is perfect.
So the last thing we're going to do about this this match is the yellow and red card. I'm going to give this game a yellow card. It was a good game. Domination from Real Madrid. Kept a clean sheet. Courtois is proving his worth once again. I actually am using him more in my FIFA. So shout out to Evan. Once again, Courtois is proving his worth basically in Madrid. So what do you say, Coach? Yellow or red for this game?
Yeah, definitely. Yellow card again for Madrid and for the game itself. Again, it wasn't as entertaining as a game because Madrid basically sent Valencia home in the first 45 minutes.
So the next topic we're going to talk about is the next game of the semifinals was Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. One game that was very entertaining. That game was really good. In my opinion, not position. But the few things that we're going to pull it up, Coach, if you want to pull up the highlights of the game so we can start talking about the highlights first, and then we move on to the positions, the formations, and my favorite topic, Valverde. Because there's 2 types of Valverde I like. One is the midfielder, and the other one is the coach who is failing at Barcelona at the moment.
Exactly. So as we can see on the highlights right now, we see that Barcelona, starts with the ball. They have the possession of the game like always, and they actually had the first attack. Soon, first we see the players saying hello to each other and whatnot, lineups, and then again we can see Barca controlling the game, controlling the tempo. The first attack is actually by Atletico Madrid. Down the right wing, Correa opens with the field, but Vidal blocks the shot. And then we have Umtiti. Umtiti was really lacking in this game. And then I
feel like he hasn't been in his best form because he is basically him and Dembele. I don't know. I think it's with French players in general. They've just been really like classwork, but it's very interesting. But keep going, Coach.
Yeah, as you can see, the 5th minute, Tomas takes a shot from the half the midfield. And it was easy for Neto to save it. Some more chances for Atletico Madrid with Joao Felix. And, the first 10 minutes, it was for both. It was a 2-team game, if you want to say. But then, like, after Barcelona got more comfortable, basically it was all Barcelona. It was all Barca, moving the ball left to right. Messi being Messi, taking 1, 2, 3, 4 players. But right now, watching the replay of the Neto Umtiti foul, I think it was clean. It just 50-50 ball with DP.
Yeah, I honestly, it was like very clean. I thought that was very clean.
Yeah, and then again we see now Messi combining with Jordi Alba and looking to pass to Vidal, and then Suarez always being Suarez. Committing fouls to Oblak. I don't think it was a foul. Suarez was protecting the ball with his back, and he contacted Oblak, and Oblak.
A simple mistake, but
it happens.
But it is what it is.
And then we see more Barca attacking the ball. Vidal opening the play. Oblak great coming out from the save. Messi wants some more time. Nice and easy for Oblak. So again, Barca attacking. Here, Messi tried to attempt to call for a handball, but he hit the player's back. Messi with another shot. Great save by Oblak.
Like I said, Oblak is a phenomenal goalkeeper, and I think he is wasted at Atletico Madrid. Like, once again, he should be asking a transfer request for probably the summer to another club, because I feel like this past decade, what has Atletico Madrid done? What have they done?
I mean, I believe they have. Simeone came and he literally changed the whole history of Atletico Madrid. Before Simeone showed up to Atletico, the derby Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, you knew that Real Madrid was always going to win the game no matter what. You always knew. Now, if you only look at the games from Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid on this past decade, it was pretty even, and Atletico Madrid even won more games. Except in the finals, of course, the Real Madrid always show his level. But I see what you're trying to get by.
Yeah,
what has Atletico done because of Simeone's style of play being so defensively?
Yeah, I don't like. Would you want to do a Simeone 4-4-1? Or not 4-4-1, 4-4-2? Was it? 4-4-2?
Yeah, 4-4-2. I mean, that's his classic formation. Simeone has always used that throughout his career at Atletico Madrid. Again, I don't like his ideas, his philosophy of let's wait, and then let's counterattack. I don't feel like I'm that type of coach. And as a soccer fan, I don't like to turn on the TV and see that. But again, it has been successful for him in the past years. On this game, it was I was telling my friends how when Barca scored 2-1, I was like, that's it, game over. I was getting ready to watch something else.
But before we even go deep in that, let's just check out that goal of Messi. Wonderful kick. 4 defenders on him, which was really good. I was like, one of my students, he hates Messi. Like, he's a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fans these days. But when he saw that Messi goal, he was like, crap, we're gonna Atletico Madrid is gonna lose. This is typical. And then the second goal, I believe
it was a great cross by I believe it was Jordi Alba to Suarez. Suarez had the ball really well. Oblak with an even better save, and then Griezmann was just there to put
header
in.
Now I
love the X player always scores on the X.
Now, I wanted that to be offside. To be honest, I when I saw it, I was like, okay, that has to be offside, but apparently, refs didn't do the job, so it wasn't offside. But I believe the third goal, that was Messi.
Well, yeah. So Messi scored the third goal. I say third goal because he didn't count. It was the ball bounce. It hit his shoulder right here. He's part of the side shoulder, I guess you want to call that. And now, because of the new rule, if any attacking player touches the ball with any part of the hands, so this whole part is a handball considered. It's a foul, and the goal is not allowed to go on the score. I've seen some commentators and saying that his hand was close to his body, but in reality it was right over here. It hit him, and should have been a goal.
Now just take it home for us, coach, with the other 2 goals that happened in this game.
And then Vidal, it was a free kick for Barca. Messi took it. Vidal tried to sneak in behind the line of defense, and literally I think his nose was offside, and that's what they call it. It's one of those silly offside rules that if you're offside by a centimeter, you're offside. Again, it's not VAR's fault. I blame that on the rule itself. Because, like I said before on the previous episodes, they need to change the rule of the offside to be fair for the attacker and for the game itself. So, I don't blame VR for that. And then, as we can see, penalty kick for Atletico Madrid. Neto comes out. He shouldn't have done that. Vitolo. And then Morata, the amazing penalty kicker, puts it in the bag. 2-2, 80th minute. Game is for literally anyone, but you can see how Atletico was going for the win. 85th minute, Piqué goes out to get the ball for no reason. Umtiti was nowhere to be found. Correa with a shot, Neto with a weak hand on the ball, and a goal. So, so that's basically the highlights of the game.
Which ended
Atletico
in
3-2.
But Barca, once again, failing to capitalize, missing out on another final, basically.
Final.
So we dubbed this the night of Saudi Arabia, just like the night of
Rome and Anfield.
And so the way we're going to close out this part of the section is there's going to be like three main things. First of all, yellow-red, the game, yellow because Atletico Madrid did capitalize with the penalty kick.
And the offsides.
Offsides too. VAR playing his job, and Correa with that third crucial goal that gave them the ticket to go to the final. What about you, Coach? Yellow-red?
Yeah, definitely yellow. It was really an exciting game to watch. And for Atletico Madrid, again, they never give up. They fought until the last minute, typical Simeone style, fight until you get what you want.
Now there is, I take that back. Not two things. One thing that we gotta talk about, which will be the future of Valverde. Would you say he was gonna be sacked next week? Do you think he's gonna be sacked?
The only reason why I don't think he's gonna get sacked is because he survived Rome. He survived Anfield. He survived losing the Copa del Rey final last season against Valencia. So, this, it hurts. But, the only reason why I think they're going to keep him until the end of the season is because right now, the only coach available is Xavi. And I don't think I think Xavi's it's too smart to come to a team in the middle of the season that, it may not be doing so well. And then at the end of the season, they're going to blame Xavi for it. So I think they are going to keep him until the end of the season. And then at the end of the season, for sure, Valverde, thank you for nothing. Well, as a Madridista, thank you for everything. But if I was a Barca fan, I would say thank you for literally giving us, two league titles I think he won. But again, on the important games, on the games where, if you win or you go home, he went home 4 times already. Rome, Anfield, Valencia Copa del Rey final, and now Saudi Arabia against Atletico Madrid.
Now, is it his tactics that's not working, or it's just
it's just the way he is. He has these. He can win, tie, lose. He has the same face. He doesn't show any type of emotions. I'm not telling him go run up the line, the sideline like Mourinho does. But show that you care. Show something else. Be a little like Simeone. Be a little like Klopp. You see Klopp on the sideline. He's always
he's always telling the players
what to do. But Valverde's always
we actually caught him sometimes with
face.
Him sleeping in the match.
He was sleeping one game.
Now I'm gonna pull out a quote that Messi and Suarez said after the game. Messi said there's complete confidence in the coach, and Suarez saying Valverde's future is with this club. He doesn't carry any blame.
But as a player, you have to say that. I have never seen a player that has said bad things about the coach when the coach is in charge. After the coaches leave, then they say everything that they wanted to do. They can't say anything because then the coach will oh, you talked bad about me? Go sit on the bench. But they know that Valverde it's not the coach for Barcelona. And it's just a matter of time until he leaves. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Napoli eliminates them. And also because now Suarez is going to be out for 1 month and maybe a few more weeks. He's finally getting his surgery on his meniscus.
Very terrible timing.
So I mean, the reason why they're doing this is because they want him to be fit towards the end of the season. The most important part of the season,
which is Champions League.
Champions League and the end of La Liga. Yeah. But I don't see Barcelona doing well without him because Griezmann
is Dembele still
on
hurt?
and off.
Dembele's still hurt, right?
Dembele's even if he wasn't hurt, he'll come back and he'll get hurt again. But I guess now it's the time for Ansu Fati to shine. Maybe they will give the kid
Most
more
definitely,
minutes.
most definitely. And now the final is set at 1:00 this afternoon. This podcast is recorded in the morning. It will be Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid, a
1 p.m.
Madrid derby, 1 p.m. Eastern time for us. Central time, I think it's believed
11
Central time. Yeah.
Sorry, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So that's
12 Central, Pacific, 10 a.m.
There we go. So that's gonna be a match. I'm gonna say Madrid takes this 3-1.
It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I wouldn't be surprised if the game goes to overtime. I don't think Zidane is gonna come out with a 4-5-1 like he did at this game. I think he's gonna sit out Modric, and he's gonna put in either Rodrigo or Vinicius, and he's gonna have Isco on the left side and Rodrigo on the right. You know, like a 4-2-3. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts Mariano over Jovic, but I will see him, keeping Jovic just so he can keep gaining that confidence.
Yeah, Jovic needs to be benched. But moving on to our last thing for today's podcast before you guys can watch the Derby. At Derby. So you guys got a treat. You got the podcast and then you got the Derby later on. My favorite part of the section, transfer news, where we give you rumors, officials. But my favorite official is Ashley Young going to Inter Milan this summer. I just love how United are such clowns in offering another extension for how the club is being right now. As a United fan, I think that's a joke. But again, we see no future. But it's good for him. Yellow card for him. Ashley Young going to Inter Milan.
I don't know what Antonio Conte is thinking. To get Ashley Young, he's 33 already. To go to play for Inter, where Inter they do need fullbacks, but they need really good fullbacks.
I mean, Smalling's doing amazing in fucking Roma.
I mean, he is. Who knows? Yeah.
Another rumor. Now we're going to the rumor section. Is Chicharito going to LA Galaxy? That's actually good for him. Good for Galaxy.
The market, yeah.
Yeah, because
he's gonna sell a lot of jerseys.
Yeah, most definitely. And what's that other Mexican that's playing it?
Carlos Vela.
Yeah.
But he's playing for LAFC.
No, wasn't there another one? For
Jonathan Dos Santos.
Yeah, Dos Santos is in Galaxy, so Chicharito, he might find his form again, because I feel like he has been to decline. But for this say it's good for him. Brings money, revenue, market, everything else.
I agree. Good for him as well.
So another one is Oliver Giroud going to Inter Milan. I'm sorry, everything's going to Inter Milan. What is Conte thinking? Everything. I have to say red card because Giroud is 33 years old.
Actually, I'll give him. I always thought he was a good player, and
you're just saying that because of Javi.
I see. No, he's good. He's good. And I see Conte, needing another striker so he can rest Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. So why not?
What a freaking toro that man is.
Oh, Lautaro. Beast.
Another one, which is the rumors, is going back to the Barca, is Xavi. People are looking at Xavi now to be in the next.
I think he will go to Barca, but again in the summer. I will be really surprised if Xavi takes over.
Yeah, I'll be surprised too that if Xavi goes to the next week, they'd be like, "Yo, Valverde, you're fired. We're appointing Xavi right now." And I'll be like, don't get me wrong, he's a phenomenal player, but I think it's too early for him. Was it early when Zidane came up from Madrid?
It was early, but you see what he won 3 back-to-back. First time coaching ever.
Yeah.
So you never know. I guess I mean, yeah. And Xavi, Xavi and Zidane, they have the same soccer IQ when they played. So if that shows you that would make you a good coach, who knows? So I say why not? He was a serious player. I see him as a serious coach. I saw him coaching his team in Saudi Arabia against Monterrey, and they didn't do too bad. So yeah, I say why not?
Why not? Now, last thing I just want to talk about is the Spurs, Mourinho, will they go into market for another striker? Now the rumor is that they're going for Piatek from AC Milan for around 35 million. Do I see this happening? Absolutely, because Harry Kane is out till late April, so they need reinforcements. Lucas Moura and Song can't do it them by themselves, so they definitely another striker. And I believe I'll have to go with the yellow card. People are dubbing him the next Lewandowski, but he's a decent striker. Plus, what's his name? Wow, I forgot it. Zlatan came back scoring for AC Milan yesterday. It was good for them. But what about you, Coach? What do you say about this?
I do think they need another striker, but I don't think he will do good in the Premier League. I don't know. He's
young too.
He's very young. He's like a Jovic, too slow. I think he'll be too slow for the Premier League. So I guess we'll have to see. But again, Tottenham definitely need a striker.
Yeah, after they lost to Liverpool yesterday. Bobby, as Wilbur was saying.
That was a great goal.
But that's how we're going to close out today for a Minuto Xtra. Next week will not be an episode as he'll be away. I'll probably be away as well. So no new episode next week, but the week after that we'll be back and we'll bring new news. We'll cover whatever news that happens the previous week, but expect no new episode for Minuto Xtra next week for that weekend.
You may see some clips here and there. Because like Lovo was saying, I'm going away. I'm going to Baltimore Coaches Convention. So hey, maybe if I get lucky, I can get maybe an interview with one of the coaches. Paul Clement, the assistant coach of Zidane for the 2014 Champions League final. He's gonna be there and do a presentation. So hey, you never know, I might get lucky.
So yeah,
do a little interview and put it there for you guys.
Put it in as a fill-in for the episode, but we'll be back at the
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now, basically. What you guys can do is click that thumbs up button, like this video, leave a comment below, converse with us. These videos will be live, so talk to us, let us know your thoughts about what we analyzed, our transfer market ideas. Did you like it? Use the card system, the yellow, the red. Tell us what you like. Follow our Instagram. It's down in the description box below. Minuto Xtra. We have a new YouTube channel. It's to subscribe to this new YouTube channel. We moved it. We decided this podcast needs its own little thing. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ring that notification to be the first to see our videos. We post weekly content, but next week we will not be posting. We'll probably post a little clip for you guys in the meantime. But we'll be back I think it's the last week of January. We'll be back soon, right, Coach?
In 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, in 2 weeks from today, right now. But I hope you guys enjoy the Madrid derby. We'll be back soon.
A la Madrid.
A la Madrid. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys like the content. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. We'll be posting some transfer news, some talking, our thoughts of what specific games are going on. Just make sure you subscribe and follow us right now. This is Lovo and Coach Daniel signing out. We see you guys soon.